Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. I've just finished watching the Chico Crypto episode that he was talking about kind of leaving and stuff, and where he kind of breaks down in the video as well. I started watching it yesterday, but I got waylaid with other stuff. We're really busy just now, as ever, still doing 16-hour days. And I kind of thought about, after watching Chico Crypto, first of all, Chico, I know you're not going to watch this, I know you won't be watching it, but Chico, you have been amazing over the last 3 or 4 years that I've kind of followed you, and I have followed you all that time, and I've watched every single one of your videos, and I think your research is freaking amazing. It's the best in crypto, and I just love everything that you do. I know you've had a couple of breaks sometimes, and I totally get where you're coming from just now, but I just wanted you to know I totally 100% support you, whatever you do, if you're going to leave or when you come back, when you decide to come back. But it just shows everybody that we need to take a break. We need to take a break from everything and just walk away from markets, especially the markets just now. The markets look dire just now. I don't think this is going to last. I just think this is going to be another couple of weeks and then we're going to start going back up again. That's not hopium talking. That's just looking at the overall picture. That's been in the markets for 4 years and been here before. Where Chico was yesterday in his video, I've been there 3 or 4 times throughout my crypto career and thinking, this is just, I need to give this up altogether. And I so nearly walked away in February. So close. I mean, that was it. I was finished with crypto. And it was just a couple of projects I was in that managed to really bring me up. FibSwap was a project. Kukla had got me into FibSwap. She told me about it, and that really kind of brought everything back to life again. And I started investing again and really getting hungry about the markets. But this market, you get an intuition about kind of what's happening. This is not a bear market. This is not us going into a bear market. I definitely do not feel that. There's no inclination at all. No spidey senses coming up to say this is a bear market. It looks dire just now. We'll just look at the charts just now. It looks, in fact, it doesn't look dire. It's not that bad. If we look at the charts and say, okay, how much have we fallen? We've only fallen about 33%. That's not that bad. 33% is nothing really in crypto compared to where it's been before. We're talking about 80, 70, 80%. Now, what I do think is going to happen with Bitcoin, we're focusing on Bitcoin because everything follows Bitcoin. If Bitcoin crashes, the whole market crashes. Apart from a few projects out there, they're not crashing, Terra Luna being one of them. That's just kind of really bucked the trend. But if we look at kind of what Bitcoin does, that's all eyes are on Bitcoin just now. If we look at where that's going, I think come the end of December, beginning of January, we're going to start going back up again. No matter what the Feds do, no matter what the Bank of England does, no matter what the Central European Bank does, no matter what the Bank of Japan does with their interest rates, even if there is some, the stock markets are going to come down for a bit, but then I think it's going to go back up. They're going to print more money and it's going to go back up. They can't forever print more money, but for now, we have to kind of take advantage of the situation. We really have to take advantage of the situation and say, okay, where could it go? If they raise the interest rates today, in line with expectations, it might go down a wee bit and then kind of shoot back up. Or not shoot back up, but go back up slowly. And I still fully expect Bitcoin to be 100,000 within the next 3 months. Projection times were off. I thought it was going to be the end of this year. I mean, it might still happen, but it doesn't look likely now. I think a lot of people are panicking just now. But if they raise the interest rates out with kind of what everybody's thinking, then obviously we're going to go down further. And this is where I see us going down to 40,000. I've said that for the last couple of weeks. We're going to go down to 40,000 and then we'll probably get a wick down to 36,000 with the daily candle being above 40,000. So I think we'll get a wick like this. If you can see this one here, you see a big, huge wick down. I think we're going to get that again once we get round about here. We're going to wick all the way down to about 36,000, come back up, and we'll start moving back up from that $40,000 range. And that's just looking at the futures, what the futures derivatives are doing. That's what we're kind of looking at there as well. Well, that's what I'm looking at to kind of base my opinion on that as well. So I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think this is a bear market. I don't see it lasting too long, to be honest. But I do still see some downside to where we are just now, depending on what happens with the interest rate. So we could either shoot up from here or go down from here. If we shoot up from here and they don't do anything with the interest rates because of what's happening with the COVID and the new variant just now, if they don't raise the interest rates, they're probably going to do in January, and we're going to be in this situation again. So it'll come down and then it'll go back up. So hopefully they do raise the interest rates and it clears it out of the way. And that's what we want here. That's what I'd be looking for here as well. Clears out of the way before the new year, and we start going back up towards the end of this year and then into January. Then January, February time, ETH 2.0 really kicks in. And then you're going to get the institutional investors. They're going to be allocating for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. They're going to be allocating for the year. What are they going to buy? They're going to buy Bitcoin, especially when it's really down. If it goes down to 40,000, it's obvious that that's what they're going to buy. They're going to buy Bitcoin, they're going to buy Ethereum, and they're going to start buying. We've seen Grayscale talking about Solana as well, talking about Luna. There's loads of them that they're going to be buying. And this market is really going to shoot up again in January. We're nowhere near a bear market yet. And I think this is going to last for quite some time into 2022. Obviously, take profits along the way if it does shoot back up. When it does shoot back up, take profits along the way. But if you're thinking, whoa, this is the end, this is a nightmare, it's not. This is not the end by far. And if we go down to 40,000, see that as an amazing opportunity. A lot of people will panic at 40,000, but there's no need. There's really no need to panic at 40,000. Even if it goes down to 36,000 or 32,000, there's no need to panic. It's going to go back up. And I'm not saying it's manipulation. I'm not saying all that, but it's just kind of weird that it's coming up towards the end of the year. People are going to be selling before the end of the year as well for tax reasons, for whatever reasons. And then come quarter 1, the start of quarter 1, which is January 1st, they're going to be reallocating again for the clients that we're talking about, the big institutional investors. And this is where I see a lot of money coming in to Bitcoin and Ethereum and the other big projects as well, Solana, Terra Luna, and others as well, Polkadot, for example. And we're going to see the likes of Phantom kind of shooting up kind of next year as well. But that's for another video. But just now, I honestly don't think this is something to be scared of. I think it's something to be watched from the sidelines, and some time away from the crypto markets is a good thing. So Chico Crypto reminded us just how important our mental health is and our physical health as well. I know, I don't know, since I've go back into crypto in February, I don't think I've done much less than about 14 hours in a day. And I'm talking working 14 hours a day. You know, when people say, oh, I'm working 14 hours a day, they're not really working 14 hours a day. They're doing they're just saying they're at work for 14 hours a day, which is different. I'm literally creating content, updating, researching, watching kind of videos as well to get as much information as possible for 14 hours a day, sometimes 16 hours a day as well. And watching Chico yesterday just gave me that, oh shit, you just need to kind of take a step back. And I was actually ill yesterday because of this bloody COVID booster jab that I had yesterday, and knocked me for 6, a pain in the arse. But I'm much better now. It only lasted about 24 hours, but really kind of was a pain in the arse, especially because we had the Soul Fantasy allocation launch as well, and thankfully, but that took 6 hours to go. Normally it does it in a couple of minutes, but because we restructured it, it took about 6 hours to get the allocation filled up. And because of the markets as well, a lot of people are just wary of putting any money into any other things. But it finished. But it's just an indication of we need to really look after our health, our mental health, and our physical health as well. I know I kind of sit at this desk, as I said, for 14, 16 hours a day. I need to get out more. I need to do exercise, and I've tried to G myself up for it. But this crypto shit is addictive. It's really, really addictive. And I don't want to talk to anybody. The only people I really want to talk to is kind of my wife, my 2 sons, and my family. I keep saying, I've said to my wife for ages now that, okay, it's going to be I said about 6 months ago, I said to her, okay, this is probably only going to be another 6 months. It's going to be really intense. I'll be doing 14, 16 hours a day, apart from the weekends. And after that, I'll slow right down. I'll get into writing the books again, and do crypto kind of part-time-ish. And she said, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. And so it's come up to the end of the year, and I'm having to say to my wife now, actually, I think it's going to be extended for another 6 months. So we'll have to, it'll just be for another, and it'll be intense, and my wife is brilliant, and she's enjoying the kind of crypto journey as well, but she knows how stressful it can be as well. So that was it. I just want to say, don't panic. Don't panic. Obviously, if you're in the group as well, and a lot of people say this in our group as well, if you need to talk to somebody, just DM somebody, or even in the group, in our kind of CYT Crypto Gems group, or the private sale group, or the other groups we've got on Telegram, just let it out. Let it out. If you're feeling really down about something, about crypto, about anything, just let it out, and there's always somebody there to listen and to help and talk to you as well. And I know a lot of our members have offered to do that, which it just shows how much of a great community we've got at CYT Crypto, and the CYT Blockchain Ventures group is building up now as well. It's an amazing group of people, but you have to talk to somebody if you really feel like that. And Chico's just highlighted that. For me, he's highlighted it big time. And Chico, all the best, mate, and we'll be here for you 100% as well. Okay, that's my kind of little thing over for today. Until next video, namaste, take care, bye now.